Imagine this. A stranger whispers 3 words, and suddenly, you're handing over your life savings. A charismatic leader points at the sky, and 900 people drink poison. This isn't fiction, it's human wiring. For the first time, I'm leaking the exact psychological codes cult leaders use to hijack free will. These aren't mind tricks. They're military-grade brain hacks tested on thousands. And right now, they're being used on you. By social media, by politicians, by that friend who's just too perfect. But today, you crack the system. Because if you don't master these rules, you're the puppet. This isn't a history lesson. It's a warning. Your mind is the target. The war starts now. Charles Manson never held a gun to his victims' heads. Jim Jones didn't need to. The deadliest cults weaponize your own brain against you. They exploit primal instincts buried so deep, you'll swear you're making choices as your life burns. I've spent years studying FBI cult deprogramming files, and here's the terrifying truth. The same 5 steps that built Jonestown are inside every TikTok trend, every toxic relationship, every pyramid scheme sucking wallets dry. But knowledge is armor. By the end of this video, you'll see the invisible strings controlling millions and slash them. Let's begin. Step 1. Isolate and disorient. Step 1 isn't about physical isolation, it's about reality isolation. Cult leaders are surgeons of perception. They don't take your phone, they take your trust in anything but them. How? They weaponize 3 laws of psychology. 1. Cognitive overload. Flood the mind with contradictions until critical thinking shuts down. 2. Source destruction. Discredit all outside voices as liars or fools. 3. Micro-confusions. Tiny gaslights that make you question your memory. Example. 1. Heaven's Gate cult members were forced to watch 12-hour loops of Star Trek edits mixed with UFO sermons. The sensory overload broke their ability to distinguish fiction from doctrine. Example 2. Abusive partners use phrases like, "Your mom said she loves you? Then why did she forget your birthday in 2012? Rewriting history, one detail at a time. Example 3. Ever notice how conspiracy gurus say, do your own research, but only link to their videos? That's source destruction. They become your sole librarian of truth. The fix? Anchor points. Write down your core beliefs now. When someone tries to redraw your reality, check your anchors. If their truth requires erasing yours, run. Step 2. Love bombing. Love bombing isn't flattery. It's a psychological Trojan horse. Cults don't just praise you, they mirror your deepest insecurities and fantasies until you think they're the only ones who see the real me. The science? 2 lethal ingredients. 1. Intermittent reinforcement. Random bursts of affection to addict you to approval. 2. Forced intimacy. Sharing secrets too fast to simulate soulmate bonds. Example. 1. NXIVM's masterclasses had recruits confess childhood traumas to strangers within hours. Vulnerable? Now you're bonded to the group and indebted for their acceptance. Example 2. MLM hunbots don't just compliment your looks. They say you're too smart for your dead-end job. Join us and finally be seen. They're not selling products. They're selling identity. Example 3. Ever met someone who accidentally calls you soul sister or brother on day 2? That's forced kinship. Real relationships take time. Cults rush because time breaks the spell. The survival rule: delay dopamine. If affection feels like a fire hose, ask, why the rush? Healthy bonds grow. Cults manufacture. Right now, someone's using step 3 to manipulate your feed, your family, your vote. You think YouTube's gonna recommend this video twice? Hit that bell hard, or the algorithm will bury this forever. This isn't about subscribing, it's about staying free. Do it now before we reveal how they turn sane people into suicide bombers with one sentence. Step 3. US versus them. Cults don't create loyalty, they create addiction to outrage. Why? Anger is 10 times more addictive than happiness. Your brain releases adrenaline and dopamine when you fight evil, a cocktail that turns sane people into fanatics. Modern cult leaders don't invent enemies, they upgrade existing ones. Personalize. Your boss isn't overworked, he hates you. Universalize. That rude cashier, proof society, despises people like us. Mythologize. They're not just wrong, they're pure evil. Example 1. ISIS didn't recruit with Quran verses. They showed clips of US bombs killing kids, then said, "Stay silent or avenge." Example 2. Incel forums turn rejections into proof all women are genetic Nazis. Example 3. Fitness influencers. Doctors want you fat and sick. We're the real experts. Break the cycle with rage audits. Ask, who profits from my anger? If the answer is a person selling a solution, you're not a warrior, you're a customer. Step 4. Gradual commitment. The scariest cults feel normal, until they're not. Gradual commitment works because humans hate cognitive dissonance. Once you say yes to small asks, your brain rewrites your identity to justify bigger ones. The formula: 1 foot in the door. Just attend 1 free seminar. 2. Public commitment. Post that you're a proud member to inspire others. 3. Sacrifice escalation. Donate $10, then $100, then your kidney. Example. 1 star. Scientology starts with personality tests, then confessions, where you admit crimes. Now they own your secrets. And you. Example 2. Terror groups. Drive this van for charity. Oops, it's a bomb. Help us or go to jail. Example 3. Toxic jobs. Work late tonight, then every night, then on Christmas. The defense, the no budget. Decide in advance what you'll never do and walk at the first red flag. Cults need your gradual yeses, deny them. Step 5. Feed the beast. Cults don't brainwash, they addict. Leaders swing between ecstasy and terror because unstable rewards hook you 10 times harder than consistency. It's why casinos use slot machines, not ATMs. The cycle. 1. Risis. The world ends next Tuesday. 2. Salvation. But I can save you. 3. Repeat. Oops, new crisis, but donate more and... Example. 1. Jehovah's Witnesses predicted 7 apocalypses. Each failure was spun as, God spared you. Prove you're worthy. Example 2. Abusive partners cycle between, I'll die without you, and silent treatments. Example 3. Crypto scams. Last chance to buy before it moons. Crash? Blame the SEC. Buy the dip. Escape requires addiction math. Track how often solutions create new problems. Real fixes stabilize. Cults need chaos. These 5 steps built empires of corpses, but now you hold the scalpel to cut them out of your life. Share this video, not for views, but because someone you love is in the fog right now. Tag them, text them, break the spell. And when you spot these hacks in the wild, a too perfect lover, a leader demanding us versus them, a guru selling crisis, smile, because puppets don't see the strings. You do. Now go pull the curtain, smash like, subscribe, and remember, the darkest cults don't look like cults. They look like asterisk answers asterisk.